Alright. So this ain't gotta be I ain't gonna draw this out no longer than it gotta be drawn out, right? R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels. Y'all done killed the man. That's it. That's the end of the podcast. Women that killed him. No, alright, I ain't gonna do that. So, but think about it. Think about it. That man's stressed. That man's stressed out. If he cared about relationships within the black community, right? This what we saying. This my perspective on it. You know. So that's why you came here, to hear this perspective. If he cared about the black community, no, do I think women killed him? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just offering perspective. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to offer you a different perspective or multiple perspectives on situations or certain things, and you come up and figure it out, and you come up with what you feel works for you. So I know stress. I done heard people lose weight over stress. I'm pretty sure stress done probably killed a couple people or whatever. I'm not saying Kevin Samuels was stressed out. I mean, but it takes a I don't know, but it takes a strong person to get up day in and day out every night. That's a part of why no man would really want to do that. No man would really want to fucking step into a whole fantasy world full of women. Just think of if they say men are from Mars and women are from Venus, right? So just think of a man going to Venus, stepping into some fantasy world, stepping into the planet Venus, and it's filled with women, and he's like, hey, this is what you women need to do in order to have a particular outcome in your life. The women on Venus would, you get what I'm saying? They would probably tear him up to shreds like a whole bunch of piranhas or fucking wild lions or tigers or some shit. They would eat him and claw him and fucking maul him and just and oh my God, Kevin Samuels, oh, he dead. He went to Venus trying to talk to them women, and you get what I'm saying? That is literally every fucking Facebook post. A man jump in and, women gang bang on his ass and say, that's why we don't do that shit. It's equivalent to that damn near, you know what I mean? We not gonna do that shit, you know what I'm saying? So most men ain't got the courage, enough, or not even just the courage. It's we can say something, but we really be hopeless. So it really be why? Because we know how hard they believe in whatever it is that they believe in, how hard they feel in terms of whatever it is that they feel. So from a man's perspective, we we give props, we congratulate, or we give thumbs up to Kevin Samuels on some nigga, you just went to Venus, nigga, and you told him your shit. You told him a piece of your mind. Nigga, you know the risk. You know what I'm saying? At any given day, nigga, you can not make it back over here to manhood or whatever. Rather, you want to say, I ain't even gonna throw that out there. Whatever. So, so that, you get what I'm saying? So that's basically what that nigga was doing every day, day in, day out. When he's going online, he hopping online, inviting however many women, talking to X and X amount of women on his page, right? Okay, we're gonna open this line up for this caller. A woman jump in. Okay, well, Miss Deborah, how you feel about it? Well, Okay, so for one, everybody can see. Women know when women fine. Why you think so many women want a BBL? Why you think so many women want the motherfucking surgery, rather it be to get breast reduction or get boobs or get ass or move the fat from here? You know you fat. You know you unattractive, or you feel like you're fat, or you feel like you're unattractive, right? It might be one guy that come around, a couple guys, a few guys come around and be like, well, nah, you're not that big. But we all know Precious fat. Not to try to slander anybody, you know what I'm saying, or put a name on it, but we all know overweight, obesity, all that type of shit. We know that kind of fat. Like, oh, nobody can say you skinny, or nobody can say, you know what I'm saying? We know that, but it's got the in between where you got the big girls. You got the big girls that got shape. You got the big girls that just got fat ass. She all ass or whatever. But a little bit of belly. But that, like, I mean, fat is in the eye of the beholder, I guess, right? I might I done seen some brothers, some real fit brothers I know, real fit brothers, and they done seen women. I'm like, man, she cool, she slim. No, she kind of loose. She fat, really. And I'm like, nigga, this woman ain't probably 200 pounds, and then like, let alone more than 220, 230, 240, 250. Like, this woman like 100 something. I mean, hey, that ain't necessarily fat to me. Whatever. I don't know the fucking size. I ain't no fitness guru. But like I say, I'm just like, and them niggas like, you fat. But that nigga's fit, so his expectations and what he want is higher than mine, different from mine, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, you can't have no percent body fat to fuck with me. Have you seen me? I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger or whatever, built like or whatever. Or I'm like, I'm a super fitness nigga. Like, I need me something that look like this, look my equivalent, that's gonna match me or whatever. So anyway, so women know. Y'all, like, nobody can tell me different. Y'all know when y'all see a bad bitch, a cute bitch, a sexy bitch. You know what I'm saying? I know a cute girl. Like, I know I had a friend. She came by the bar one day. Real slim, cute, sexy, attractive, right? Woman's like, ooh, who is that? She probably 9 times out of 10 because, like, real petite, real slim, real nice little figure. You know what I mean? Cute face. Nice hair. Like, everybody think that's attractive. Everybody think that's cute. That's the standards. You know what I'm saying? So, like, just, that is what it is. It is what it is. Nobody wants to walk around here for years. I'm fat. Like, rather you act like you happy about it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nobody happy about being out of shape. I need to lift weights more. I feel like I can lose a couple pounds. I'm not happy about, I'm not walking around. Oh, yeah. I don't feel like I'm just fat or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? But anyway, all right. So I think, my perspective, I think women most definitely know, right? I think they know. You know when you see fine, or so if you feel like you fat, okay, that's you. You got women that probably 130 pounds, they feel like they fat. To me, I'm like, damn, that bitch, you little as fuck. You need to gain some weight or whatever. But shit, to them, I mean, like I say, it's in the eyes of the beholder. You know what I mean? So most women, the standard is, some slim, little fit, petite, or whatever, or, you know what I'm saying? You got the ass out, you got a nice little ass, you got some boobs or whatever. Like, whatever your standard is for, like, losing weight or being fine or whatever, it's a goal, it's a body goal. And if women ain't there, they gonna feel, I'm pretty sure they feel like, well, I can use some work. I can do some work. We all can, probably, I'm sure. Right? So anyway, with that being said, that's like what that nigga did. So like, you know what I'm saying? Me saying like, okay, Kevin Samuels, like, that nigga was stressed out. He was stressed out, and, you know, women killed him or whatever. Like, okay, maybe not. But that's what it is. So like, you know, he answering the call lines. He get on the call lines every day. Oh, Deborah, you know, okay. So how much do you weigh, Deborah? Oh, you gonna ask me that? I mean, girl, you done seen the show. You know what this nigga gonna ask. But yet and still, they still was getting on there. I feel like a lot of women was getting on there just for clout. Like, they ain't had no intentions on, ain't caring necessarily about what was really going on. Ain't really into it. Like, girl, I just want to call and see if he gonna pick up. Ooh, girl, he picked up. Or whatever. I was on there with Kevin Samuels. I feel like a lot of women just was doing that. You know what I mean? Like, just for clout purposes. But anyway, so my main thing, you know, it took bravery and courage to do that shit. You know, it ain't like men scared of women, but it's just like I say, it's almost like what can we really say can we really say Kevin Samuels accomplished anything? Like, and when I'm talking about Kevin Samuels, I'm not talking about people. I'm not talking to the people who watch 5 minutes of a video, and they heard one thing that they ain't like, and they was like, you know what, this nigga is a buffoon. I'm not listening to him. Yeah, he trash, he ass. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of work. It's just like an artist. If you take one of Drake's worst songs, or one of Lil Wayne's, or one of J. Cole's, or Kendrick Lamar worst songs, or least favorite songs, you know what I mean? And you put that out, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you this song to listen to by Drake. Oh, I don't like that. And that's all you got. Drake got buku songs. Drake got 1,000 something songs, or whatever, however many songs he got. Kendrick Lamar, all these artists got multiple songs, a bunch of songs, big ass catalogs. So if you take one, you know what I'm saying? It's like, did you really do the research? Did you really do yourself diligence, justice, or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. It's unfair for you to make a whole, come up with a whole, assumption, thesis, whatever, on this man's life, on this man's catalog. So if you heard 5 minutes and he said something that you don't like, and you base, you got a whole assumption, opinion on this whole joint, on everything that he done ever done, everything that he done ever said, and that's kind of how he got trending, like, talking about. That's how he kind of blew up trending from that one video where he was talking to that woman. He was like, what's your dress size? And he was like, you average at best, ma'am. Like, you average at best. Like, I mean, that's just that. Like, you average at best. Like, I mean, that was one clip, but he went down, and he was trying to explain it. If you really watch that whole clip, that whole video, I watched the whole interview. That's one interview. I think that's like one of the first interviews that I seen, and I watched that whole interview. I'm not talking to the people who just, you watch 5 minutes of Kevin Samuels, and he's a jackass. He's an idiot. He don't know what he talking about. You know what I mean? Like, we're not talking about you, because you unrealistic in your whole level of research, your whole level of, you know what I mean? You can't make a thorough case. You can't draw up a thorough case on anything, because all you know is one song. All you know is one verse, half of a verse of everything that this man ever really put out, so to speak. So, I watched that whole, it was like an 18, 20 minute video. I watched 18 to 20 minutes of it. I don't know how long it was exactly. It might have been, I don't know, rather 16, 18, 20 minutes, 12 minutes. I don't know. But like I say, I watched it. And I watched it in totality, or I watched, 90, 80 some percent of it. And I really think I watched the whole thing. So anyway, he was trying to explain to that lady, like, yo, like, he was trying to say it, he was being nice about the whole thing. Like, he was being respectful. Like, well, ma'am, what do you look like? What do you think you are? How do you rate yourself without, you can't use 7 or whatever? Or, this. And he said that. And then he said this. And he said it in that way. And then he tried to lace it down. Just really, like, trying to lay her down easier. Trying to kind of get through to her. Like, watching his delivery. Because I hear that a lot. You hear that a lot about Kevin Samuels. I've seen so many women like, oh, his delivery, his delivery, man. His delivery. That's what we at. That's what we doing. That's what we doing in life. The delivery of this person. Rappers, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. And bitches gonna dance to that song. I mean, you don't hear men, you don't hear men talking about Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B so much when fucking they come out and they say some goofy shit about shit. Take a nigga for all he got. I don't do shit. I don't cook. I don't clean. But I got this ring. I mean, yeah, I heard. It was some shit about that. I mean, in my neck of the woods, because I'm that type of nigga. I'm a conscious nigga like that. And I'm like, damn, this is what they teaching the women? But even still, I'm a DJ. And sometimes I DJ music. And I hear rappers talk about bitches and disrespect. Like, excuse my French. I hear rappers talk about women, disrespect women in the tracks all the time. All the time. All the time we hear rappers do it. I guess they delivery nice, so, and they got a beat behind it. That's what I said about Kevin Samuels. I'm like, well, maybe he should have had a beat behind it. And, people would have praised him more when he died. Maybe he should have put a beat. Maybe he should have put it on wax, instrumental or something. You know what I mean? And, maybe people would have, oh, yeah, Kevin Samuels, he go hard. Maybe he should have put it to a twerk instrumental or something. You're average at best. You're average at best. Ma'am, what size are you? You're average at best. That sound better. Shit, even when I just said it. We people of rhythm, right? Black folk. We like, you know what I mean? But anyway, man. Like I say, so, I mean, I heard the rapper say that when a rapper dies, shit, y'all jump on his ball sack. It don't matter. Rappers be telling you to kill each other. Rappers be, influencing you to do all kind of stuff. Or, talking all kind of crazy shit. Sell drugs. Do this. Rob this. Beat this. Fuck that. Like, rappers tell niggas all shit. You know what I'm saying? And when a rapper die, there ain't nothing controversial. It ain't nothing controversial. It's just rather that rapper brought that kind of death up on himself or not. If a rapper get out there and he rap about all kind of guns and killing and all this kind of crazy shit, and you got a whole bunch of them niggas at this type of shows and parties and shit in some kind of way, this nigga just get shot up. I mean, that ain't controversial. It's like when that rapper die, I see nothing but RIPs, 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 and you start bumping it more, and we start bumping them. We in the culture, we in black culture, we start bumping it more. We bumping more. We bumping shit. RIP Young Dolph, all of that. I mean, is that important work? I mean, I feel like, me personally, I've said it a bunch of times on this show. I feel like relationships are everything. Because relationships, like, man, relationships is in everything. Your relationship with your mama, your relationship with your boss, your relationship with your friends, your relationship with your siblings, your relationship with your job, like everything. Your relationship with your social media friends. Your relationship with the people on social media, I guess. Like relationships are everything. Relationships are in everything. Relationship with your spouse, of course. You know what I'm saying? Your significant other. Relationships are everything. Like, we should learn and know how to do these things. Like, we should learn how to be decent in these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, that to me is some of the most important work. Your business relationships. Knowing how to just, be good in these relationships, bro. Be respectable. All that kind of stuff. So he was working on, or he was interested in giving women a perspective that dealt with just real nitty gritty. Like, I ain't even gonna say nitty gritty. I mean, cause my outlook on Kevin Samuels, like I say, and I didn't watch Kevin Samuels faithfully. I wasn't the guy to watch Kevin Samuels every day. I would never do that shit because I feel like that shit is depressing to me. Not because of what he's trying to do or his materials so much. It's just like, it's depressing to watch. It make a nigga feel hopeless. It honestly made me feel hopeless. Like, watching it, being a man who, like, I've met a lot of women. I've met a bunch of women just DJing, just in life in general. I've met women, talked to women, conversated with women. You know what I mean? Like, so in terms of the whole marriage thing, if you was trying to, in terms of marriage, watching that and watching women, y'all basically got exposed. All the things that, women be saying, all the things that women be thinking, like, okay, he exposed y'all. He made y'all, like, y'all came out, y'all volunteered to come on that man's show and spew out the stuff that was in y'all head, that y'all was thinking. So, y'all felt like, okay, rather it was, I didn't want an average man. I wouldn't date a man making $50K. I wouldn't date a man who was a plumber, hard working, the FedEx driver up the street that, been working for the company and got some benefit. Like, I wouldn't, y'all put that out in the ether with that man for him to know. Y'all gave him the answers. He just was asking questions. He had a question every time. Like, okay, ma'am. So, and he just was telling you, okay, so you want a $50,000 man? Or, so here you are, Deborah, in Oklahoma City, in OKC, and you want to, you 200 plus 30 some pounds or whatever. Let's just say you a big girl and you not that attractive. Okay, what would you rate yourself, ma'am? You know what I'm saying? Be realistic. Everybody ain't a 10. Everybody can't be a 10. Like, but you will have somebody who, I done seen a couple girls on there on the show, like they like, I'm an 8, and I'm like, baby, they probably ain't they barely a 6, or they would say they're a 9 or a 10 or something, like, like I say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? But at the same time, everybody know when they see a less attractive person. That's what I'll say. What makes you less attractive? Things like hygiene, your weight, how you carry yourself, like, I can go on skin complexion, tone, whatever, all that stuff. But like I say, that man got up there, and I mean, women called into the show to Tell them how they feel. For what? Like I say, and like I say, I think it was just a whole bunch of women based off all the interviews that man did with a whole bunch of women, dog. Like, it's just like women constantly called in, and it was a thing that was gonna keep going. It was a thing that was gonna go on forever, bro. As long as he would have let that go on, women was gonna do that forever. I feel like, you know why? Because I feel like women were just gonna be looking at that from a perspective of like, oh, well, I'm different. So I know he be on the show doing this and stumping women, bashing women, or however they feel about the joint. But okay, I'm gonna call in and I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna get his ass, or I'm gonna make him look bad. You know, you had those type of women that would call in, and he'd be like, oop, ma'am, we're not doing that. This is my platform. But he just like, you know, but he demanded respect as a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure. I mean, that's what he came off to me like, you know, like he wasn't gonna let nobody come on the show and dictate the whole show, you know. And then, you know, I heard that before he did that, he was doing men interview. I seen a man interview where he was like, well, you know, how much you make or whatever, I mean, and he was like, you know, is your dick big? And the man was like, I mean, well, shit, I ain't no goddamn whatever. And he was like, he broke the dude down on some harsh shit. He was like on some harsh shit. Like he was like, so you're fat, you're broke, and your dick little. He talk about a woman can't even get good sex with you. He talk about shit. There ain't no woman gonna want you. Like, nigga, focus on yourself. Like, you gotta raise your value, basically. You know what I mean? And like, that was that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Men ain't go crazy. Like, oh, how could you fucking tell that man? Like, nigga, that's the thing. Apparently, you know what I'm saying? You broke, you ain't got nothing going for you. You broke, you fat, unattractive, or whatever. And you got a little dick. I mean, what you gotta have something, right? So, but anyway, man, you know, you get these, you know, women with these ridiculous standards apparently on the show. I've seen a couple of them, you know, I'm like, damn, like, little baby wants a millionaire. Everybody want a millionaire. Everybody want a six-figure dude. Nobody wanted average men. And what he was just trying to tell you was like, okay, it's like, okay, how much you think? You know, you want this. You 40 years old. You barely can have baby. Or you can't have kids no more. I heard the one when he talk about he 35, you know, 35, you over 35, you over a certain age, you a leftover woman. And he came up with names for this shit, you know, stuff like that. Oh, you a leftover woman. You know, but like, that's why he would always say, you know, I mean, you can't make this shit up, because like really and realistically, like, that's what it is. Like, he was on point. He was on point on a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna sit up here and say I agree with everything. You know, I think I seen one where he was saying like, oh, okay. I think I seen one where he was saying, what he was saying, something about going out to eat after 7:00. If you a woman, don't go out to eat with a man after 7:00 if sex ain't on the table. I mean, I ain't feel that way. I ain't necessarily agree with that. You know, as a woman, like, you go out to eat whenever you go out to eat. I mean, I don't feel like a man, just because he take you out to eat, sex, you know, he should feel like he's getting sex. I don't necessarily agree with that hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be nice, I'm sure. Dude might want sex, but, you know, nigga, shit, you the one, you took her out. You took her out, nigga. It don't matter what the time frame is, honestly. You know, in my opinion, you know. But, you know, a couple perspectives. You know, you got the people who, like, you know, I don't never believe in necessarily celebrating somebody's death. That's kind of fucked up. I've never really seen that. But then you think back to it. you know, they say, I mean, I'm pretty sure the people who had, if you believe in the Bible and biblical and all that kind of stuff, you know, Jesus and stuff, I mean, they say they had Jesus on the cross and they was spitting on him and they was happy. You had people around there that was happy to see him die. That's a controversial death. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, like I say, I mean, I think he got people, he had some discussions. I don't know what all he really accomplished. I can't sit up in here and say, you know, I feel like, I can't sit up here and say the difference he made. Like, what I want to see is the people that he said he was marrying off. Like, people who had successful relationships that was sending them stuff. I want to see the emails and the reviews on that. That's what I want to see. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see. But Kevin Samuels did tell women a whole lot of, you know, I do believe he told women a whole lot of shit that, you know, that could, if they were a little more realistic about it, like, he told them the truth. He told them men's perspective. He told them, like, a lot of men's perspective. Like, a lot of the men that y'all be dealing with and y'all wonder why y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all can't get what y'all want in terms of, like, marriage or, you know, whatever type thing. I mean, that's the truth. Like, I'm being honest, I done been in situations where, like, I can have relationships with women, but I'll be like, you know, I'm probably gonna cheat on you. So if you don't want me to cheat on you, if you ain't gonna let me cheat on you, not saying like, and listen, I know this shit sound bad to women. I know it sound bad. Shit, it sound bad to me. That's why I don't get in a relationship. If I feel like I'm gonna cheat, because the word on the street is, if you cheat, I mean, that's it, right? So, but like I say, he died. You know, you got women who tore him down on Twitter like, oh, that's good for him or whatever, da da da. You know, okay, it's funny that he died alone, you know, in his apartment. I seen some shit, you know. I say he died having sex with somebody. I mean, must have been some killer pussy. I mean, but, you know, that don't really matter how the man died. You know what I mean? Rather he died single. I mean, he probably had a realization, like, to himself, yo, like, this was gonna happen. Yeah. But then again, my honest opinion, perspective on Kevin Samuels, his death, like, if you watch the No Jumper podcast interviewing Kevin Samuels, his interview on No Jumper, go Google that. Go look that up and watch him. Watch him talk. Like, you know, he basically was saying that nigga been sick. He knew he had limited time. He knew he ain't have a lot of time. And that's why I feel like that was just his work, his life's work, that he was like, he was going to take it up. As long as he got left to live, he was going to do that. He was going to try to do that. You know, people saying it's Red Bulls. I mean, so if you already sick with something and then you doing something that's fucking your health up more, or that's not so beneficial to your health, I mean, okay, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? But like from I mean, it can be a combination of all of that. Rather it was Red Bull, somebody told me Red Bull, somebody told me red meat, somebody told me well, I know he had stage 3 cancer. He was diagnosed with that at like 21, I think. They say he said that, I think, if I quote it right on the No Jumper podcast. That's why I say it's good to go watch that one to get a real kind of more in depth outlook on who he was, you know, and into his mental. You know what I mean? If you really want to like understand him, he kind of broke it down, because nobody really, a lot of people wasn't really, outside of Joe Budden, and Joe Budden interviewed him, and the No Jumper people interviewed him. So go watch those interviews. You know what I'm saying? And see, just see what type of person he was. Because people was asking him questions and he was answering them then. So I watched those. I didn't just watch what he was doing on Instagram, IG and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was curious as to like what type of thinker he was and what his goal was and what was he trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So, my outlook on him was like, I think, he was trying to help the black community in a way, in his own way, and I think, like I said, I think he was a overall gentleman type of guy. I really do. But I can understand, like, because you gotta have that balance. You know what I mean? You can't just pussyfoot. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in just pussyfooting around with people and giving them what they want to hear all the damn time. Sometimes people need to hear, like, get your motherfucking ass up and go get a job. Or, like, whatever it is in whatever setting. You get what I mean? Like, tough love. Like, I believe in tough love. I'm a nigga that believe in tough love. You know what I mean? Like, when I see, the way I see it, when I deal with, all right, I'll get back to that later. But, like, I believe in that. Like, I don't believe you can just coddle and fondle and, like, just be super nice with people and just gentle all the damn time. And some people not prompted on that. Some people need to hear that they ain't shit. Some people need to hear that they lazy and they fat. You know what I mean? Instead of, you could go for losing a couple pounds. That just, to me, in my eyes, the way I grew up, whatever, that just sound like, that just, like, see, men, that's the difference between men and women. Like, men can hear like, nigga, you fat. You really fat. Like, I got homeboys, they like, you a fat ass nigga. Like, I think I'm like probably one of my, like, I got skinny homeboys. So out of my skinny homeboys, them niggas mostly been skinnier than me. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of, I ain't gonna say, I'm gonna just call it buff, whatever the fuck, chunky, whatever you want. I wasn't never chunky. I don't think I'm gonna say chunky. But I was bigger than they ass. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of, like, waist size and shit, I got older, gained more weight, so I'm wearing a 30 something and these niggas wearing like a fucking 20, 29, 32 or some shit, and I'm wearing 36 and 38s down there up in the, just depending on the pants size. So them niggas like, fat ass nigga, fat booty bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas clowning me. You feel me? And, like, we laugh and we make a joke about it, and it is what it is, but it's like, that's just like, that's the norm. Like, a nigga gonna tell you the real. A nigga gonna tell you the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, with women, it's different. Like, you can't necessarily say that, let alone a man. A man can't jump out and say no shit like that. I mean, he can, but, it's gonna be like, a woman gonna, more times than not, the woman gonna, you know what I'm saying? She gonna lose her shit on that shit. Like, like, so he just was a dude who was like, it wasn't like he had no attachments to these, it's just his experiences. That's what shaped his life, So he shared that shit. And, like, okay, you got women who are fucking 6 at best, or 5 at best, and they want 5-figure niggas, and they fat, and they weigh 250 pounds, and they want millionaires. That's unrealistic. Ain't no nigga who make $1 million want an ugly broad. Ugly, fat broad. No millionaire wants that. These are the people that y'all look up to, the millionaires, the people who make all the money, the celebrities, whatever, Like, all these people are quote unquote beautiful. Not all of them, we know that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, You know, if you a millionaire, you don't want no fucking, like, if you can have the baddest bitches in the city, what the fuck I'm gonna go pick a 6 for? What the fuck I'm gonna go pick a fat 6 for? Think about it. So if you the baddest bitch in the city, this vice versa, if you the baddest bitch in the city, why would you choose to be with a broke nigga? A nigga who can't take you out when you used to a certain type of lifestyle. You probably used to a certain type of lifestyle. A nigga who drive a Lambo, a nigga who drive this, a nigga who do that. You know what I'm saying? Who make this and who gonna take you there and send you there and fly you out there. Why would you go with a nigga who fucking steps below that? That's gonna change your whole lifestyle. Like, damn, like I can't go get my nails done right now. What you mean? You ain't got $20. You ain't got however much it costs to get nails done. I don't know. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got no money to send me to go get my nails. You can't send me. I want to go to Miami with my girls. You can't just up and send me on. You can't send me on a flight this month. You know what I'm saying? I'm going back to fucking Todrick or whoever the fuck, you know, who got the money and who gonna put me in front seats at the Dallas Mavericks game. Who gonna put me at the front seats of the Laker game? You know what I mean? Don't act like that's a reality. That's a reality. Now that might not be your reality. Okay, you got some conscious, overly good conscious folks out there, and they saying to themselves, they like, that's just wrong, though. That's just wrong. Like, we ain't talking about right and wrong. We just talking about what the fuck it is. We talking about what the fuck this shit mostly is out here. That's what it is. Bad bitches get bad bitch benefits. So if you a sexy broad, if you sexy, you know, you ain't necessarily got to be fit, but you petite or whatever, or you proportioned nicely, slim waist, slim to no waist, or whatever. You got a nice little booty bun back there. You got nice little booty bumps back there. Nice little titties. You know what I'm saying? Long hair. Why you think y'all go buy the long hair in the first place? Nice skin complexion. You know? Okay. And you pleasant. Sometimes you ain't even got to be pleasant. If you really that fine, you can get away with a whole lot of shit. I use my barber analogy all the time. I use my 2 girls in the barbershop analogy all the time. You got 2 girls. You got 2 people that walk in the barbershop. You got an attractive chick. You got an attractive chick and a less attractive chick. Less attractive chick, she coming there with the pajamas on, hair nappy, hair, you know, she bald head, scallywag on that type of tip. You know what I'm saying? Look at there. I get that from the culture. That's rap song right there, putting that shit up in the rap song. Bald head, scallywag, ain't got no hair in the back, jailed up, weed up, yo, shit is fucked up. Like, we talking about an ugly chick. On that song, they talking about an ugly chick. But if one of them rappers die today, we gonna worship him. That's cool. But he's saying the same shit. So, okay. You got two women. You got the bald head scallywag type chick. She heavy set. She a big girl. You know, she walk in here, she carry herself, she got on pajamas, whatever, all loose and shit. We all seen them. Shirt look like she done had the shirt on all day or for 2 days in a row. You know what I'm saying? No bra, boobs hanging out. All right, she walk in the barbershop, whatever, You know, God forbid I ain't even gonna give her no smell. We ain't gonna say she stink like talking about. Okay. She walk in the barbershop. Hey guys, I left my, I don't have a charger, my phone, you know, on 1%. Can I, borrow one of you guys' charger? Guys look around at each other. I ain't got, nah, you got a charger? Nah, I ain't got mine. You know what I'm saying? They sell one at the store down there, I think. You know, they sell one at the store down the street. The gas station right there. Oh, okay. Nobody ain't got nothing. All right, cool. Same barbershop, same niggas in the barbershop. Right after she leave, bad bitch walk in. She fine. Period. That's all I'm saying. Bad bitch walk in. Whatever a bad bitch is in your eyes, she walks in. Asks the question. Shit. Hey guys, my charger, my phone on 1%. Can I, any one of you guys got a charger or something? Like, I got, and well, niggas gonna make a way. Niggas gonna flip and make a way. Nah, well, shit. I ain't got the charger. I got the back end though. You know what I'm saying? I got the back end input or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got that part. Well, shit. The other nigga over here, shit, he gonna stand up. Shit, I got a charger in the car. So shit, you can just use my charger and use that back end and shit, plug in wherever you get in. You know what I'm saying? And, okay, bet. Yeah, let me run to the car real quick and get. Niggas will run to the car. And go get that. Why? Bad bitches get benefits, nigga. Period. That's just it. That's just it. I'm not arguing if this shit is right or wrong. I'm just saying this is the world that you living in, and that's what the fuck Kevin Samuels was talking about. He was talking about that shit. Period. That is what it is. That's just that, bro. Like, he was talking about reality. And most of y'all, if y'all on social media, y'all live in that fucking reality. If y'all on social media, 90-something% of y'all live in that reality. Where you gonna treat bad bitches get benefits, bad bitches can get this, and bad bitches can get that. And if you less attractive, if you're not as attractive as you know what I'm saying? Like I say, you overvalue yourself. And Kevin Samuels said this one time, and I was like, that's real shit. I ain't gonna cap. Like, he was like, based off how you look and what you've gotten up until this point, the men that's been seeking after you, you've got what you've got. Like, you ain't been sought after. And it was a chick who, she wasn't really all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to just call women ugly and blah, 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 none of that. But like, she, most definitely, she wasn't all that, you know what I mean? But he's like, based off what you've got, like, he was like, dudes not kicking down your door trying to be like, oh, Tasha from small town, such and such and such. Some of the best suitors not kicking down. Like, when you beautiful, everywhere you go, niggas gonna come out. Suitors gonna come out. Niggas gonna be like, yo, like, niggas gonna pull up in a nice car. Niggas gonna pull up with a nice outfit, a nice, you know what I'm saying? When you look the part, when you look like that. And he basically was like, if you ain't got all this shit that you talking about, millionaire nigga, whatever, he was like, I think he asked her, like, have you ever dated a millionaire, ma'am? And she was like, no. She was like, what's the highest amount of nigga that you dated? And she was like, 50,000 or something like that. Like, that's how much money he made. And he was like, ma'am, and he just was telling her, his perspective, how he felt on it. But I was like, that's accurate. That makes sense. Because if you a bad bitch, rich niggas gonna see you. Or niggas who, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course the average nigga that make 50K or whatever, they gonna see you. But, you know what I'm saying? Other niggas gonna see you too. So they gonna have to compete with them niggas. So if your chick really want them type of niggas, I mean, she might be on go. But like I say, he died. You had a group of women that was like celebrating that man death. you know, um, at the end of the day, like I say, I mean, yeah, you can say he was entertainment, but I think he offered perspective, you know, and like a lot of these women, like I say, I talked to some younger girls a time or two, you know, since I've been older in my 30s and shit. You'll meet a 26-year-old, you'll meet a 24-year-old. Nigga, you can't make young women settle, bro. In this day and age, you can't make women settle, bro. You can't convince a 26, 20-something year old girl, young, vibrant, no kids, just decent, attractive, you know, just attractive. We just don't say attractive. We ain't talking to everybody, because everybody ain't super attractive, obviously, right? You can't make the decent one, you know what I'm saying? Because she placed so much value on herself. I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm not saying whatever y'all women do in y'all head, whatever y'all tell yourself in terms of like, oh, I'm this, I'm a superwoman, I'm so fine, or I'm a bad bitch, or whatever, because it's you and your 5 friends, and you live in a small town, and you live in, you know, you do this in your little circle in the city, and it's you, and you the finest girl in your clique. So, you know, they always tell you, ooh, bitch, you just so cute. Ooh, bitch, that ass so ooh, bitch, you just, ooh, bitch, this, bitch, that, whatever, da-da-da-da-da. Go to Miami. Go to where some of these, you know what I'm saying, like, stand in that group. It's a group that's gonna make you look like a motherfucking, like, you gonna look like the least. You gonna look like the least favorite. You know what I mean? But here nor there, like, you know, because there's always somebody, you know, more attractive, right? You know? But, like I say, you know, as far as that goes, man, like, I don't know, I feel like my last thoughts on this whole thing, I would say, go look at it. That's why women always tell you. I heard so many women say, "Oh, before 30, by 30, I need to be married. I need to be da 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 da." Kevin Samuels was telling them the same. He was telling them that too. He was telling them the same shit. I heard women. I dated a girl. She was like so like on 30. Oh, by 30, I need to be married with a kid and doing this and doing that, because I ain't finna be. You know what I mean? So whatever y'all women reasons are for like, oh, by 30 I need to be this, or by 32, 30, no later than 35, or whatever y'all number is, but it's somewhere around 30-ish, early 30s or something, you know, where women, you know, they say that, they have that conversation, and they be like, I need to be this, I need to do this, and da-da-da-da. So y'all know yourself. Women be knowing they self. What it is. But when Kevin Samuels come around, or when a guy come around and say something like, yo, like, you know, you need to, you know, okay, you 30. So, like I say, whatever that reason is that y'all feel like y'all need to get a man, settle down, have kids, whatever. Like I said, I told when my ex-girlfriend told me that a long time ago, years ago, I was like, well, shit, if I ain't ready, I ain't gonna get married. I don't give a fuck about you being 30. That's just period. I ain't give a fuck. Like, I was like, if I feel like I ain't ready to get married, I'm not just gonna marry you just because of your motherfucking age, just because you finna be 30 and we dating. You know, we dated for 2 years, and now we dated for however many years. You know, to her credit, we dated we dated longer than that. But like, you know, that was the thing. You know, but we didn't go that route. But she eventually got what she wanted though. She was determined. You know, she was decent. She was cool, but just, you know, I wasn't gonna do it. I didn't do it though. I didn't feel that way. It didn't feel right for me. I mean, that's a big step. Marriage is a big step. Marriage is a huge step for a man. And that's a whole nother topic. But at the end of the day, as far as Kevin Samuels goes, man, RIP to that man. Y'all take what y'all want from this. Y'all take what y'all want from it. Like I say, he sparked conversations. I think he tried to push that envelope in terms of like getting women to understand like what men really be thinking, how men really be feeling. So I think he was trying to share that with y'all, and get y'all to be like, okay, just be a little bit more realistic, because if you ask me my thoughts, I mean, I 100% believe women want to live in the fantasy land. And I got my reasons, and how I feel about it, and social media don't necessarily help these days, I don't think. Not the black culture, I don't think. So that's another thing. That's another topic that I'll probably come back and do. But I think he was trying to keep it a buck with y'all, and I think he was trying to share that with y'all. I think he was trying to share a lot of men's perspective with y'all, and y'all basically, and like, I ain't saying just y'all, but women, that he was dealing with, that he was talking to, was basically on some like, yo, like, we don't give a fuck about what men think. You can't tell me, you can't tell me that. How you gonna tell me to be more realistic? How you gonna tell me to be more logical? How you gonna tell me to, like, well, okay. And so he was like, all right, cool. You can't make this shit up. You probably gonna end up dying alone with a cat or some shit. And I mean, I think a lot of people gonna end up dying alone. Men too. Just for the simple fact that they can't find, nobody can't find nobody, I feel like, these days. So I feel like he was trying to contribute to something important within the community. And shit, you got to put yourself on the line for that shit. Everybody ain't gonna agree with you, especially when it's a topic like that. Everybody ain't never. I think in important work, you gonna ruffle feathers. You know what I'm saying? You can't do, your work can't be that important if everybody love you. Right? Everybody ain't, you know what I'm saying? If you're a Jesus believer, Christian, everybody ain't love him. They killed him. They killed Nipsey. They killed Tupac. They killed Martin Luther King. And I'm not saying that nobody killed Kevin Samuels, but, he did, though. When Martin Luther King died, I'm pretty sure, think about it, the other side, the people who assassinated him was like, yeah, we got to get him up out of here. Malcolm, we got to get him up out of here. It was a group of people over there that was like, they rejoiced. So I lie about, so people have celebrated deaths. People do it a lot, I guess, because, it's a group of people, for all them guys that I just mentioned, I'm sure, that was like, yeah, fuck the other side. Like, we glad that nigga dead. That nigga dead. Rather a big group. But all of these people that I'm naming, they made an impact. They had an impact on the culture in some shape, fashion, or form. Rather it be Tupac, rather it be fucking Nipsey, rather it be fucking Martin Luther King, rather it be Malcolm, So, y'all take what y'all want from that, man. I appreciate y'all listening. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace. Love y'all.